guess where we are?
I think we're in the car again.
You think we're in the car? Oh, how could that be?
I don't know.
What do you think, Jack? He says, I had leftover chicken for lunch. I'm happy. Hey everybody, it's Irene with BrainStormAcres and
Henry.
with BrainStormAcres and Jack, who's happy to be running around the back seat. Anyway, it's been one of those days. I had a 9 o'clock this morning online telephone appointment, and that went well, and that was over 10. Henry got a call. He's been trying to work with his friend on somebody else's generator, but his friend messed up his knee, and he's a big guy, so that's not a good thing. And so Henry said, well, he would check it on the way out, so he checked it on the way out, because we had to go get something in the UPS today that needed to go out as quickly as possible. So we did that. I had one of those special stickers, so I didn't take me any time. Actually, there was nobody in front of me at UPS today. I could not believe that. And then we decided, since we'd already run all over the planet, we would go to the lunch, because it was lunchtime, and we totally enjoyed that. That was awesome.
It's actually past lunchtime.
Yeah, it was actually past lunchtime, which is good, because that way it wasn't as crowded. And then Jack got the leftovers, which always makes him extremely happy. And he sees that white takeaway box, and he's like, oh, he's tap dancing, waiting to get out of the store. And then, what did we do? Then we went to...
We did a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, we went to Bed Bath & Beyond. I wasn't sure the store was still open down there, but it was. And that was cool. We found a couple of new paring knives that we've needed. And what else did we buy? Well, just one or two things that we, you're like, you got some old ratty ones, and it's time to replace them. So we did that, and then we headed home, and of course we were silly and stopped at the grocery store, and we did a little conspiring before we got there to make a list. And then of course there's certain things I shop for every time we go to the grocery store, because they're very hard to find and frequently not there at all for months. So I was able to get 2 cans of Campbell's beef consomme, which we consider just to be a stock item that we try and keep on the shelf. They didn't have any chicken stock, but we have homemade chicken stock, but we like the other stuff once in a while for something special. And an odd assortment of stuff. They had some decent looking veggies, which was a shock. Best I've seen in a while. Fruit generally looked like crap. Although I did find some good raspberries. No, blueberries, sorry. Raspberries didn't look good, blueberries did. Yeah, ran all over the store, and then I texted Henry and I said, okay, anything else? And he's like, no, I think that's it. And I got in line, I'm like, this is going to take a while. But I had heard the frantic call for baggers and checkers about 20 minutes earlier. So I actually hit after the worst of the surge. There were only 4 people in front of me. But the problem was everybody had large baskets. The worst line was the quote-unquote quick checkout express line. Those always crack me up. A lot of times you're better off going in the 5 or more lines, because unless everybody in front of you is like, well, like I had a lady the other day who was kind of comatose, who was the checker, and I think she could have moved slower, but I'm not sure how.
In reverse.
She could have taken everything out of the bags. But unless you get somebody like that, or there's a problem, we've seen where there's a problem before. A lot of times the express checkouts where people are having to check themselves out, oh, that can be a disaster, because if you're having trouble with a barcode or something like that, then you have to wait for somebody to come over. Oh, nightmare. So yeah, I just got in line and chilled, and yeah, it was fine. We're out. And we're headed home, and the day is gone. Another day is gone, yeah. And Henry will be checking that generator on the way in again tonight to see how it's going. Oh, look, somebody set their yard on fire. How nice.
Oh, nice.
It looks like they did it on purpose, so I guess that's okay. They had big displays in the front of the grocery store today, full of fireworks. Yeah, that's always a good idea.
We're not too dry right now.
We're not too dry right now, but I tell you what, I would be hard pressed. Well, in our backyard, south yard, we have a lot of cleared out area. We could do some ground effects there. But I would never consider setting off a bottle rocket or something right now, because I'd be concerned that it would hit a dry patch and light up the neighbors or something fun like that.
And then you'd be paying for the firefighting.
And then you'd be paying for the firefighters. So I think we'll just like run around the room and yell and go boom boom or something if we need to have excitement like that. Yeah, so they're big in this area with fireworks for Christmas and New Year's.
On our way out this morning, I noticed that we had a flock of bluebirds coming into our part of the ranch, and it was great that we're there to get some water at the water station. So we know they're in the area. They haven't been to our place yet in mass, but we've had a couple. So hopefully they'll be coming along and spending more time with us, as well as the dark-eyed juncos.
Yeah, the bird migrations are way off this year. We still have, well, I let 2 flies out of the house yesterday when I was letting the dog in, and I'm like, I don't know where I don't know where they came from, but all of a sudden we had some flies outside, and of course with dogs and cats running in and out the door, you always have flies inside. So yeah, it was not a good time. Not thrilled to see the flies. Canyon towhees, who are actually a type of fly catcher, are still here, and that's a good thing because they're eating bugs. But we have almost no winter birds yet, except for the jays. So, yeah.
You know what time it is, Irene?
It is time to say, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we are going to be doing tons. I don't know what we're going to be doing the next couple of days. I really would like a couple of days off, and I don't see that happening.
No days off for you?
No days off for me either. But we'll probably try and goof off a little bit. I did get some cool food, so there will be much eating will ensue, and I also got some really good eggnog. So there will be a little of that too. So until later, bye.
Bye.